Hi guys, it's Opheana here. Today I would like to share with you my perspective on what we call a soul-infused personality or a spirit-infused personality, a place where the ego doesn't necessarily die, but as we've spoken about before, it works in harmony. It really works in harmony for what it was created for, the hologram that we use to be here in this reality. And so before this session, I meditate and I call in my God presence. And so I am transmitting now from a place of spirit through this vessel. And so as you notice, Sikaal and I talk a lot about, the God presence and grounding the God presence here. And it is all about bringing that spirit and infusing it, merging it, bringing it into the alchemy of God presence here on earth, being present with your spirit here on earth, walking with your spirit in your vessel, in your bodies, in your emotional body, in your physical body, in your mental body, so that your lower mind, the way that the lower mind has worked in other timelines, in the past, even yesterday, even a moment ago, is not running the day, is not running your world. What is running through you is your presence, and you move forward in your day led by your presence, which means there is a lot of letting go for the lower mind, for the personality. It's a little bit like a parent relearning how to parent children in a more natural way, in a way of, rather than the micromanaging, the helicopter parenting, to sit back, to let go, and to remember they are a spirit, a soul here with their own needs, their own wisdom, and allowing them to have that. So the personality can sort of sit aside without the worries and concerns and just know that they are fully taken care of. They're fully taken care of. There is no micromanaging needed. The personality, the ego doesn't need to make sure we're safe. The ego does not need to hold on and to make sure that everything's in place, that there's, safety zones, there's areas. And it is very similar to the parenting, because it's difficult to watch children be hurt, allow them to have their lessons. It is difficult to not put too many rules on, because they may be too young to know what they're doing. But if you really teach them, guide them, give them the space, show them how, even though you may think they're too young, you can really watch them blossom. You can watch them expand and let their spirit lead through. They know what is true and what is right for them. And if you lead by example, then all will flow. And so for the personality, to ask the personality to trust presence, it's a whole new level of trusting. Presence is taking care of this whole unit. It's taking care of the vessel. It is the one with the map of everything that is going on. It is the one with the highest consciousness. To allow the presence to run the show, to have faith the presence has all goodness, all purity, all integrity, and that every step forward that your presence asks you to make, it is 100% in the highest. And so to question that, it doesn't make any sense. And so the personality gets to know, okay, so this is what my spirit is asking me to do. Move forward with that. Trust that. Allow. Flow like the water in the river. Flow. just run with it really deeply, just trusting that, and all of the tools that you need to be able to get to that point, use them. Don't learn them and put them on the shelf, because many of, you know, spiritual people and human beings that have learnt a lot, they have the knowledge there, they have the basis of how to move forward, they have the ways to create this personality to come into alignment and to let go. But the work isn't done. The commitment isn't done because of all the other concerns and worries that the personality feels it has to take care of. And so it's really communicating with the personality and then flipping it over similarly to how you would communicate to a child and say, it's okay, you're safe. I've got this. We're going to move forward in this direction. We are fully taken care of. We are fully taken care of. The universe is fulfilling all of our needs, always has done. If it hasn't looked like it, because there was veils, there was illusions holding the space away from the actual truth, the reality of actually what was being placed in your world, in your timeline. And if it was something that looked challenging, if it was something that looked painful, felt painful, that is your spirit supporting you to remember who you are, to remember what you need to do next, to call you, because your presence would have been calling you in different ways. And you know what I'm talking about. It's those little whispers and the feathers and the rocks, and then, you know, the brick wall falls down. So really listening to spirit, so that you don't have to get to that point where it is extremely challenging and painful. And again, if it does get to that point, really raise above what the personality feels is painful, what the personality feels, even the body, the mind, the emotions feels is challenging. Raise above that and remember that these are just little pieces to move you forward on your path. This is just one little scenario that is there to gift you. It is always a gift to be able to expand to the next level. It is 100% always a gift to expand to the next level. Embrace it, grab it, surrender, let go. Feel the deep support and jump. In those moments when it is the most challenging, you are asked to jump. When you are feeling your most vulnerable, you are asked to jump. They're the key moments in time where you can really burst open, where your expansion is just going beyond what you have experienced before. And you will have experienced this in your life. If you look back at the times, the hardest times, they were the times where you had a choice, and if you had the high willingness, you would have chosen to break through to the next point. And if you didn't do that, then there would have been areas in life where you have cushioned yourself so that you didn't have to feel that again, whether it be through working more or eating more, or more friends, or more doing, or more things, or more money, whatever it is, to just stop that feeling. And there'll be things pushing up against you just to remind you, remember, bring this presence through. Presence has the answers. Your presence, your spirit, your higher self has all the answers. This, what you are seeing here, does not have all the answers for you. No one else in this world has all the answers for you. Your presence has all the answers. Your presence. So the other message coming through is, do not rely on other people. Do not disempower yourself to other people, that you need other people. You do not need anyone. I am you, you are me, you know, you are all of the people that you see, all of the beings. It is all source energy. It just breaks down into smaller pieces, and here we are. So you do not need anything outside of yourself to do this. So if there is anything holding you back, let it go, reject it. It is not real, it is an illusion. It is time to step it up, empower yourself. No more, if only I could go and see these people, they would be able to help me. If only I could go and buy that course, then I would be saved, then I could expand. If only I could do that, then I would be better able to really go there. If only I had more money, I could do it. I know I could. If only I had this or that or the other. No, you have it all. It's right here, right now. You have it. All of the answers are right there. And it takes some time to bring those veils off, but ask for the veils to be lifted with ease and grace in divine timing for you. Ask for your veils to be lifted. Ask for the illusions to be lifted. They are not necessary. You are connected in with a reality that is unnecessary. So a soul-infused, spirit-infused personality will live their life every day, making every decision from a soul level, not from a personality ego level. And so there is still self-expression and that type of thing. However, every movement forward is led by the higher consciousness, by the eagle who sees all. It is not led by a lower mind that does not know what's going to happen next. It is led by the higher realms. And to bring that down into this vessel, you can do it. It is done all the time on this earth. Bring it into your vessel, your presence, your God presence, the presence of God that you are. Not God out there, not God out there, not gurus out there, the God here, right now, right now. You would not exist if it was not within you. So bring it in fully. Bring it in fully. Alchemize your entire being with spirit. Do not question if there is limiting beliefs and thoughts that come up. Let them go. They are not real. There is a field on this earth that is pumping these limiting thoughts, these limiting programs, these limiting beliefs. Reject it. It is not yours. If you are having old thoughts that you have worked on, old beliefs that you have worked on, reject them. They are no longer yours. It is gone. Zero tolerance. If it's still coming in, zero tolerance. Back to spirit. Back to spirit. Commit back to spirit. Sit, close your eyes. If you feel this pull inside of yourself, if you're doing something and your personality is like, oh, I'm on the computer, I just got to get some work done. I've just got to get this done. I've got to do this for the kids. But there's this pull from your presence. You will calm. A little bit like child, you will calm down if you just come and sit with me for a little while. You go, even if it's 10 minutes, just sit. Anchor, ground your presence through your field. You can feel it now, grounding that beautiful presence, everything. It's just, there's a calm zing, there's a knowing. And then you can go back out and you can do those things, but you do it from presence. You can do those things from presence. So relationships from presence. If things aren't feeling in alignment with presence, don't allow the personality to connect with those limiting thoughts and programs that I need to now be appropriate. I need to now fit the, agreed upon ways of being in society. That is not a spirit-led life. That is a personality-led life. If you are in a social situation and you are only a 1/4 of the way through it, and there is something in you that says it is time for me to go, I don't feel good. What would a presence-filled personality do? The presence would feel the energy. The personality would work out a way that is in the most integrous way to stay within presence, to not be ripped apart, pushed out, contracted. Find a way that is the most in alignment with love, light, to be able to move away from that space. Because when you're done, you're done. It is the same as when you have finished eating enough food, you are done. You don't just keep eating it. You're done. So, thank you so much for connecting with this, and I really send you many waves and blessings, peace, and of truth, that it's already there. You have it all there. So really embrace it and work with your personality. Let it know it's safe. Many blessings, and see you next time. Thank you.